Yeah, good day, viewers. I have come to your view this moment. I am Samuel Oladokun, famously known as Sam Oscar. I have come again to discuss mass communication. As you know, I've been dedicated to mass communication. I've been dedicated to media industry, and today I am coming again to actually discuss something important in the field of mass communication. Get set and ensure that you get the very best from this episode of my post. I am Samuel Oladokun once again, Sam Oscar. I'm a communication expert and a media professional. I have come to actually share my wealth of knowledge and experience as regard mass communication and media industry in general. If you have not joined my page on Facebook and Instagram, join my page on Facebook, Sam Oscar Up. On Instagram, Sam Oscar Up. On YouTube, Sam Oscar Up. The same thing, Sam Oscar Up. SAMOSCARHUB. Ensure you join. Like the page on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'm very sure that don't miss all my posts. Make sure that you get you follow us and you keep following us on all our social media pages as we post our wealth of knowledge in mass communication. So what do I have today? What do I have to discuss today? As you all know, this is mass communication. We have been baptized in the field of mass communication, and we'll be sharing our knowledge, we'll be brainstorming, we'll be sharing ideas, our wealth of experience together. Today, I don't have much to say today, but I want to talk about some basic facts in the history of Nigerian mass media. The basic facts are numerous. I can't talk about everything in this episode, but as time goes on, as you keep following us on our pages, on our social media handles, we get the very best as regard our mass communication. And don't forget, you can suggest topics that we discuss. Yeah, it's not just not just about what we have, but you can also suggest topics that you want us to discuss in the field of mass communication, either journalism, broadcasting, public relation, advertising, book publishing, or digitalization or multimedia journalism. So suggest topics. So come online and discuss them. We are here for you to give you the very best in the field of mass communication and media industry in general. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go straight to what we have today. Yeah, what I have today talks about the basic facts and the history of Nigerian mass media. The basic facts and the history of Nigerian mass media. Now, what do I mean by that? History talks about what has happened in the past. Let's talk about mass communication and media industry as a whole. It has been existing from ages past, and there are some important occurrences that are memorable and notable that we should not forget. So I will just be talking about few of them. I cannot actually explain all in this episode, but in my subsequent post and episode, you'll be seeing other facts. Today, let me start by explaining what is history, because we are talking about history of Nigerian mass media, but we start with what is history. Now, when we say history itself is a branch of knowledge that deals with giving account of past events in a sequential or chronological order. History itself is a branch of knowledge. And when you say history, it's always talking about what has happened in the past. Now, most of the occurrences that we know today were not present when they occurred. Talk about slavery, colonialism, pre-colonial administration, and some other important things that we know today that pertain to our nation. We were not present when they occurred, but we know them because they are historical facts. They are historical evidence that gave us how they occurred, what caused them. And that is history. So it's just a branch of knowledge on its own that is dedicated to what? Giving account of what has happened in the past. So most historical things that we know today, they are things that are memorable, they are things that are important, they are things that are noteworthy that we are supposed to know. So what we do today will become history for the upcoming generation. Now, in mass media, some things has happened. So history is a branch of knowledge that talks about what has happened in the past. And they are always arranged in chronological or sequential other. So now, it is important for me at this moment to actually explain that history help us to understand three things. They call it the three W's of evolutionary progression. History helps us to understand the three W's of evolutionary progression. What are those W's? Number one is where we are coming from. The second one is where we are, and the third one is where we are going. History helps us in those three areas. That is where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going. I believe you are following me, and I believe you are getting the very best from this episode. Don't mess it up. It's very simple. I'm just trying to actually break it down. Start from the root. Our focus is history of Nigerian mass media, but I'm trying to start from history. History does three things for us. Number one, it helps us to understand where we are coming from. Number two, it helps us to understand where we are. Then it helps us to understand where we are going. Those are the three W's. Every human being has a W. Where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going. Where we are coming from talks about the past, what has happened in the past, and that is history. It talks about the past, and those is historical facts, those historical occurrences that we know help us to understand the present. We can talk about our generation today. Where are we in this level that we are? There are some historical occurrences that has occurred that can be attributed to our current state. Who we are today as human beings can be attributed to something that has happened to us in the past. So from the past, where we are coming from, we understand the present. That is where we are. And where we are going, that is what? The future. So history helps us understand the past, where we are coming from. Then it helps us to do what? To know the present. That is where we are. And we can use it to do what? To predict the future. That is where we are going. That is a very crucial function of history. So that history performs to every what? To every mankind. I believe we understand what history does to us. Now there are many importance of history, but because of time schedule, I will be making everything very brief and for our comprehension purpose, our understanding purpose. So that is that. Now let me proceed to explain the basic facts in the history of Nigerian mass media. Some basic facts in the history of Nigerian mass media. Don't forget, I am Samuel Oladokun, Sam Oscar, and join my Facebook page, Sam Oscar Up. Follow me on Instagram, Sam Oscar Up. Then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sam Oscar Up, and make sure you share. You actually let these frontiers of knowledge extend to other people. So that is that. Now, basic facts. Number one, the first newspaper in Nigeria was ìwé ìròyìn fún àwọn ará Ìgbà àti Yorùbá, and it was published by Reverend Erin Townsend in 1859. Very important. The mass media that we have today started with newspaper. Don't forget we have the indigenous media like Town Crier, like Masquerade, like Village Herbalist. All those ones, they are indigenous. When we talk about mass media, that they also known as exogenous media. The mass media, number one, it starts with a newspaper. And the first paper in Nigeria was published in 1859 by the Anglican communion missionary Reverend Henry Townsend. It was published in 1859. That was the first humble attempt to actually publish a newspaper in a territory called Nigeria. I believe we understand facts, number one. Now the facts, number two, explain that what Abat Macaulay pioneered nationalism in Nigeria, and he was regarded as the foremost nationalist writers in the country. Now, what's a nationalist? There are people that actually agitated and fought for independence. So, Abat Macaulay is the first journalist. He is regarded as one of the nationalist writer in the country. He played a great role in actually agitating, fighting for the independence of Nigeria. Abat Macaulay. So we have other important people like Nnamdi Azikiwe. We have other important people like Chief Obafemi Awolowo. We have Ernest Shonekan. But the person at the forefront of nationalist writing, trying to write information that in order to stimulate our self-government in Nigeria is Abat Macaulay. I believe we are getting the very best. That is fact number 2. Now, fact number 3. Radio started in Nigeria in 1933 through what they call what? Radio distribution service. Radio distribution service. 1933. Don't forget that during that period they call it Empire Broadcasting. That was when the Great Britain was trying to connect to other territory. Don't forget, Great Britain colonized 4 countries in Africa. They colonized Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, and Sierra Leone. Those are the 4 countries they colonized in West Africa. And they are trying to make an attempt to connect to all those territories. And that was why they started what they call Empire Broadcasting. That they make use of what they call red diffusion box. So the system during that period started what they call what? Radio distribution service. Or we call it radio distribution what? System. That is fact number 3. Now let's go to fact number 4. The first television in Nigeria was established in 1959. That's notable. That's notable. I think that should be 100 years after newspaper. That newspaper has been existing for 100 years before we now have television in 1959. So it was established by Chief Obafemi Awolowo in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria. And that television was known as Western Nigerian Television. That is what? WNTV. That was the first television in Nigeria and in Africa. It was established by Chief Obafemi Awolowo. I believe we get that. Now, let's go to fact number 5. Fact number 5. Now, we have Decree 38 of 1992, known as Broadcast Deregulation Decree, and gave room for private individuals to own and operate media and television broadcasting system. So that decree was called Broadcast Deregulation Decree. Before, the government has the sole power to own and operate media, broadcasting media in Nigeria, but it was through the help of General Ibrahim Babangida in 1992 that actually promulgated that decree. They call it Broadcast Deregulation Decree. So it gives private individuals the right to establish and own private radio media in Nigeria. And the first private television station in Nigeria was Clapperboard Television. Clapperboard Television. The first private radio in Nigeria was Ray Power of the Dar Communication PLC. Yeah. So don't forget, the first private television station in Nigeria was Clapperboard Television. The first private radio station in Nigeria was Ray Power FM. Now, it is important that I also mention this. Now, let's get it. First television in Nigeria and Africa was WNTV, Western Nigeria Television by Chief Obafemi Awolowo. The first private owned TV station in Nigeria was what? Was Clapperboard. Clapperboard. The first private owned radio station in Nigeria was Ray Power. Now, there was a time before the system that Nigeria practiced was what they call regional broadcasting. Where we have the Western region, we have the Eastern region, but later we started creation of states through the help of the military government. And it was the creation of state that led to the first state-owned television in Nigeria. The first state-owned television in Nigeria, and that was what? That was Lagos Television in 1980. So it is important that mass communication student media experts will understand all these basic facts. Now, in conclusion, I've mentioned 5 important points, facts as regard history of Nigerian mass media. But before I conclude, I want to round off by explaining that we are now in the era of modern broadcasting through the help of digital technology. We are now in the era of modern broadcasting. Now, there have been the invention of the digitalized equipment that actually helps us to actually practice broadcasting in a very modernized way. We have narrowcasting, we have microcasting, we have simulcasting, we have webcasting. So all this I'll be explaining in my next post, my next videos on mass media will be about that area. Talk about the let me say the modern broadcasting system, and in that post I will be redefining broadcasting. There are other ways we can define broadcasting apart from what? Apart from talking about disseminating information to a large audience through the help of television or radio. There are also important definitions or important points that we must what? We redefine broadcasting. I will talk about how it is being practiced today. On my subsequent post, I will talk about the newspaper industry. What are some controversial issues that is emerging in the newspaper industry? We have public relations and advertising. All these areas of mass communication, there are some controversial issues that we need to understand as a mass communication students and media practitioners. I've been running off on the episode today. I believe you gain one or two things on this episode. If you have gained, follow me on my social media handles. On Facebook, Sam Oscar Hub. Instagram, Sam Oscar Hub. YouTube, just type Sam Oscar Hub on all those areas. You will see us there. You see our posts. We'll be posting pictures that relate to mass communication. And now we'll be posting videos that we actually will do what? Broaden our horizon as regard mass communication. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you watch the next episode of our discussion in mass communication. Don't forget, you can suggest topic. Just post on Facebook and post. You can post on Instagram. Very soon I'll be dropping number that we can actually chat or that we can actually contact us. Let's know what you need to understand. You can suggest topics. So we come online and we discuss them. Thank you very much. I remain your humble facilitator of mass communication, Samuel Oladokun, popularly known as Sam Oscar. Thank you very much. Bye for now.